Hello and welcome to Ben Academy. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most useful and powerful categories of Excel functions, text functions. Whether you're cleaning messy data, combining names, or extracting specific parts of a text, these functions will save you a lot of time and efforts. By the end of this video, you will be able to manipulate text like a pro in Excel. Let's get started. I'll show you how you can use these functions. For example, if you have a code like this, a text like this, you can extract a specific part of this text as you wish. For example, if you want to extract the left side of the text, you can use the left function. That is the first member of this family I want to introduce you. So you can write left. After opening the bracket, you have to select the text. And by entering a number, you specify how many characters from the left side have to be extracted. For example, if I enter 3, the first 3 characters from the left, from the beginning of the text, will be extracted. So if I close the bracket, you will see that eng is extracted. You can also extract from the right side. If I write right as a function and select the text, if you enter a number, for example, 4, the last 4 characters of the text will be extracted. So I expect to see the numbers here. So 2026 is extracted because the last 4 characters in the text is 2026. You can also similarly use mid to extract a middle part of the text. So the third function is mid. If you select the text, then you have to specify the start number of the character. For example, if I want to extract from the 3rd character to 6th character, I have to first enter 3 as the beginning of the extraction, and then you need to enter the number of characters you want to extract. From the 3 to 6, there are 4 characters because both sides are also included, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 4 characters I need. And you can see that it's extracted as this. The next useful function in this category is len. That gives you length of a text. If I write len and select the text, you can see that the number of characters is written as output, that is 7. If you have a messy text, you can use trim function to make it cleaner. So the next function is trim. For example, if I have a messy text like this with too many additional extra spaces like this, hello world, and then some spaces again, double quotation like this. So if I need only hello world as the output, I can use trim, but it needs some modifications. I'll show you. So in this way, you can see extra spaces are removed. Extra spaces between double quotation and the text, and also between these two words of the text. But if you don't want to keep a double quotation around your text, and these spaces are also not useful in many cases, you have to do extra things. For example, by combining these functions I introduced to you, you can extract the hello words without double quotations and spaces before and after the word. The first thing is to obtain the length of the text. So if I write len, I will understand that it contains 31 characters. Now, if you want to remove the first and last character that are double quotations, you need to use mid function and select the same text. As start number, you have to specify 2. And for length of the extraction text, you need to write, for example, 31, that you know the length of the text, or you can directly write the function of len minus 2, because I need to extract the text without the first character and the last character. So 2 of them should be removed, and in this way you can understand that the middle part is extracted. It's not finished. Now the double quotations are removed, but spaces after the first double quotation and also before the last double quotation are remained. So now I can trim it. So if I again use trim before these functions, you can see that is the cleaner version of the same extraction after using the trim. So in some cases, you need to do something before using trim. I don't need it anymore because I combine all the functions in single cell. There are some other functions to change the case of text. For example, if you have a text like this, all the characters are lowercase, you can make it uppercase with the function upper. And you can see that the output is the same text with uppercase letters. And reversely, you can use the lower function that converts the uppercase text to lowercase in this way. But if you have a text like this, doesn't matter how it's written, for example, in this way, you can use the proper function in this way. Now you can see that the first character of each word is uppercase and the rest characters are lowercase, regardless of even mistyping here or using uppercase or lowercase in each word. It makes your text proper in terms of the case. Another function is concat or concatenate. You can combine some text and strings with this function. If you write concat or concatenate, you can specify some texts, for example, this one, and this one, and you can see that they are combined together as a new string in new cell. You can add some other things middle of the text you have specified here with double quotation. You can write anything you want with, for example, space. You can add a space like this, and also you can write any other thing you want like this. But there is an alternative way to concatenate the text without using the concatenate function, to combine the text with, for example, directly select them and use and sign. You can combine the text like this. You can see that it's the same output that concatenate function could introduce. So if I again add some string values like this among the cells I have selected, the similar output is now obtained. You can see that it's exactly the same. Without using concatenate, you can use some and sign and use equal sign at the beginning. For example, if I have a date in a cell like this, I can make it as a text with a text function, but I have to specify the format of the text. To convert this to a text, you have to specify the format of text. For example, a day, then month with 3 characters, and then year with 2 or 4 characters like this, and closing the bracket. You can see that it's now written in the format of a text. I can also change it. I change the year to 2 characters. The other formats you can use for this purpose is, for example, changing the month to 2m. It will be 2 numbers of the month. You can enter even more m for 4 m's, for example, and you can write the complete form, not 4 characters. For example, if you change it to 11 and then November, you can see that complete form of the month is written, not only 4 characters. Another function that can be useful is find. If I write find, I can find a word within a text. For example, if I want to search Excel in a text, I can write the text here, or I can select the cell that includes the text. For example, here I have written something. I can select it. Now, optionally, I can also select the start number of finding. I can say that start finding from this number of character in the text. I don't want to mention it, so I will close the bracket. And the output is 1. It means that the word I'm trying to find started from the first character of the text. Find function is case sensitive. So if I write Excel with E as uppercase, it cannot find anything. Instead, if you use search instead of find, you can find it because search is not case sensitive. For using start number in searching, let me show you an example. For example, if I enter another thing here, you can see that it's started from 5th character. If I say Excel to start searching from the 3rd character, so in this way I'm restricting the search area, and I'm trying to find the word within a limited area of the text. Another useful function is substitute. If I write substitute, now I have to select the text. If I select the text or write it, I can substitute an old text with a new one. For example, I want to replace Excel with another word like word. If I close it, you can see that it's changed, and Excel is changed to word, and it's substituted actually. Okay, I hope that this tutorial is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, you can write your questions as comments below this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in other videos.